नमस्सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य प्रौढमनोरमायाः संज्ञाप्रकरणे दशमः पाठः। येनाक्षरसमां नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। ध्यायन् ध्यायं परं ब्रह्म स्मारं स्मारं गुरोर्गिरः सिद्धान्तकौमुदी व्याख्यां कुर्मः प्रौढमनोरमाम्। अग्रे सरामः। कौमुद्यां प्रौढमनोरमायां व्याख्यातमग्रिमं सूत्रमस्ति पूर्वत्रा सिद्धम्। सपाद सप्ताध्यायीं प्रति त्रिपादी असिद्धा. So the entire set, the tripadi is not visible to sapada saptadhyayi. So tripadyamapi purvam prati param shastram asiddham syat. Right? So that is two parts of it. One as a set, sapada saptadhyayi and tripadi. So tripadi is invisible to sapada saptadhyayi. Sapada saptadhyayim prati tripadi asidha. Tripadyamapi purvam prati param shastram asiddham syat. So there are two parts to it. Before that he says adhikaroyam. So that meaning is got because it is an adhikara. Adhikara sutram prati sutram upatisthate. So it will go to each following sutra. When it says purvatra siddham at 8 to 1, it means this part tripadi is invisible or asiddha to sapada saptadhyayi. Next, adhikaraha. Since it is an adhikara, it will go to each sutra in the tripadi and says purvatra siddham, purvatra siddham. Atayeva pratisutram purvatra siddham iti upatishtate. Atayeva tripadyamapi purvam prati param shastram asiddham syat. So tatra praudhamanoramayam uchyate purvatra siddham yadyayam swatantraha vidhi syat tarhi tripadi purvam prati siddha ityeva labhyeta. Tripadikantu purvam prati param nasiddham syat ataha adhikaroyam iti. Says why he makes that point to say it's an adhikara. If it is just a vidhi sutra, yadi ayam swatantraha vidhihi yatha iko enati ikah sthane yan syat ati samhitaya purvatra siddham idam purvatra siddham. So what would be the meaning we could derive? Sapada saptadhyayim prati tripadi asiddha. That is all we can get, right? Tarhi yadyayam swatantro vidhi syat tarhi tripadi purvam prati asiddha ityeva labhyeta. So that is all we can get. Tripadikantu purvam prati param na asiddham syat. So in the tripadi, the latter sutra would not be asiddha to the former. That is why he says adhikaraha ayam. Yataha adhikaraha ataha pratisutram idam purvatra siddham idam purvatra siddham iti upatisthate. Ataha tripadyamapi purvam prati param shastram asiddham bhavati. यद्यत्र कार्यासिद्धत्वम् उच्येत तर्हि पूर्वत्रासिद्धम् इति मनोरथः इत्यादाव उत्वम् न स्यात् परत्वात् रोरि इत्यस्य प्रसंगात्. So here he makes another important distinction. There is asiddha, पूर्वत्र asiddham. Kim asiddham iti prashnah. What is it that is asiddha? Is it the sutra itself? Is it that the sutra itself is asiddha to the previous sutras, or the karya, that is the whatever the action or whatever is the change brought about by that sutra, that is asiddha, is the question. That is what we call, there is shastra siddhatva and karya siddhatva. Shastra siddhatvam nama shastrameva asiddham. So the shastra itself is asiddha to previous shastra. Shastra means the sutra. So the sutra itself is asiddha to all previous sutras. Karya siddhatvam nama त्रैपादिकेन सूत्रेण यत् कार्यं क्रियते उदाहरणार्थं होढः हकारस्य ढत्वं भवति इति उच्यते. तद् ढत्वं पूर्वं प्रति असिद्धम्. So the previous sutras do not know that there is dhatva. Dhatva is asiddha to the previous sutras. So which is the one is the question. Should we accept shastra siddhatva or karya siddhatva? It's very obvious what Dikshita accepts. He says tripadyamapi purvam prati param shastram asiddham syat. शास्त्रा सिद्धत्वमेव दीक्षितैः अंगीक्रियते. अर्थात पूर्वसूत्रं प्रति परसूत्रस्य असिद्धत्वं न तु कार्यस्य. But there are a few previous cases like the Prakriya Kaumudi which accept karya siddhatva. Purvam prati param karyam. Purvena parena vihitam karyam asiddham. So the karya which is given by the Tripadistha Sutra is asiddha to the previous. So he says that cannot be accepted. I mean, initially what is the difference? I mean, whether the sutra is asiddha or the action of the sutra is asiddha, what is the difference? But he shows that there is a difference. Yadi atra karya siddhatvam ishyeta tarhi purvatra asiddham iti manorathaha ityadau utvam na syat परत्वात् रोरी इत्यस्य प्रसंगात्. Says मनोरथः मनस् मन रु रथः ससजुषोरुः इत्यनेन ऋत्वं भवति. अनन्तरं मन ऋ रथः रु इत्यत्र उकारसेत्संज्ञा मन मनर् रथः. अस्तु मन उ रथः केन सूत्रेण हशिच हशिच इत्यनेन रोः उत्वं भवति. मन उ रथः अकार उकारयोः आद्गुणः इत्यनेन गुणे मनोरथः. सिद्धान्ते प्रक्रिया तथा. That is how the प्रक्रिया goes in सिद्धान्त. So मनस् रथः इत्यस्ति. So ससजुषोरुः इत्यनेन ऋत्वे मनर् रथः. इदानीमत्र हशिच हशिच इत्यनेन किमुच्यते अप्लुदात् अतः परस्य रोः उः स्यात् हशि. हशि परे अप्लुताद् अकारात् परस्य रोः उत्वं भवति इति उच्यते. सो मन इत्यत्र अकारः अस्ति. अतः परस्य ह्रस्वकारात् परस्य रेफस्य क्षम्यतां रोः रोः यः रेफः तस्य हशि परे अग्रे यः रेफः अस्ति सः हश् वर्णः हशि परे उत्वम् इति प्राप्नोति. तथैव रोरि इति सूत्रमस्ति त्रिपाद्यां. रेफस्य रेफे परे लोपः स्यात्. सैष दाशरथी रामः दाशरथिर् राम इति स्थिते रोरि इत्यनेन रेफस्य लोपः पूर्वस्य अणः दीर्घः. सो रोरि रेफस्य रेफे परे लोपः स्यात्. किं करणीयम् इति प्रश्नः. What should we do here? Should we apply hashicha or should we apply rori? So how do we decide if there is a clash between two sutras? How do we decide? What is the normal procedure for deciding whether we should apply which sutra we should apply? Vipratishedhe param karyam. Yatra vipratishedah tulyabala virodhah vipratishedah vipratishedhe param karyam. So we always apply the latter sutra. So now if you look at the numbers, hashicha iti षष्ठाध्यायस्य प्रथमपादे चतुर्दशाधिक एकशततमं सूत्रं. रोरि इति तु अष्टमाध्यायस्य तृतीयपादे चतुर्दशं सूत्रम्. So which should we apply? So if we apply vipratishedhe param karyam, we should apply rori. Now what do we do in siddhanta? Siddhante kim bhavati? Purvam prati param shastram asiddham. So hashicha iti shastram prati, rori iti shastram asiddham. Hashicha does not know rori exists. Therefore there is no vipratishedha. Vipratishedha can happen only when two equal sutras confront each other. Okay, so they clash each other, then only we can have vipratishedha. If the latter sutra itself does not exist, there is no vipratishedha, so hashicha we can directly apply. Yadi karyasiddhatvam ishyate, if we take karyasiddhatvam, then we say rori ityanena yat karyam kriyate lopaha sa eva asiddhah bhavati sutram tu siddham. Yadi sutram siddham, tarhi vipratishedah bhavati. If the hashicha knows that rori is there, so there will be vipratishedah. Vipratishedah tu param karyam ityanena rori iti refa lopa eva bhavati na tu hashicha iti. So there cannot be in the earlier case, if we accept shastra siddhatva, since rori does not exist according to hashicha, hashicha does not bother, it applies and we can easily have utva. Yadi karya siddhatvam tarhi vipratishedah bhavati shastram tu siddham. The shastra is visible, so there is a fight between hashicha and rori. Rori wins because it is the latter sutra and it applies. Hashicha loses and goes away. It will not apply. So hashicha ityanena utvam na syat. So siddhante purvatra siddham ityanena hashicha iti sutram prati rori iti sutram asiddham. Tasmad vipratishedah nasti hashicha ityanena uttam bhavati rupam siddhyati. Yadi karya siddhatvam, if we take it as karya siddhatva, then we have to do vipratishedah. Vipratishedah tu rori ityanena iva refasya lopaha bhavati na tu uttam. Okay. So tatha cha पूर्वत्रा सिद्धे नास्ति विप्रतिषेधः अभावाद उत्तरस्य इति सिद्धान्तः व्याकुप्येत. So this is a siddhanta, this is a rule that we have developed. Purvatra siddhe nasti vipratishedha. There is no vipratishedha with if one of the sutras is in the Purvatra dham, that is in the Tripadi. Why? Abhavad uttarasya, because the latter sutra does not exist. Right? So vipratishedha can happen when two equal sutras confront or come face to face with each other. If one of them is treated as non-existent, there cannot be vipratishedha. Purvatra siddhe nasti vipratishedha abhavad uttarasya. Uttarasya nama parasutrasya abhavad vipratishedha nasti. It is siddhantaha vyakupyeta. So this siddhanta will also have no basis. If you accept karya siddhatva, you cannot say uttarasya abhavat. Uttara sutram to asti, vipratishedha api bhavatyeva. Uttarasya abhavat vipratishedha nasti iti siddhantaha api vyakupyeta. Vyakupyeta means it will lose, it will be destroyed, because it has no basis. Abhavad uttarasya iti nasti karya siddhatve. Right? So that is one reason which he gives for saying karya siddhatvam no. Okay. Punaha vadati amu ami ityadi cha na siddhet ataha tripadi iti param shastramiti. So that is why he says param shastram siddham syat. Anena tripadyam vihitam karyam ityadihi prajam grantha parastaha. So he says this shows that tripadyam vihitam karyam asiddham karya siddhatvam na shastra siddhatvam eva iti dikshitanam matam. The second reason he gives is amu ami. I will say now, vipratishedha does not apply in Tripadi. It cannot, because the latter sutra does not exist. There are no two sutras. Param karyam iti na bhavati. Vipratishedha sutram sapada saptadhyayam eva bhavati na tu tripadyam. Atayeva tripadyam to purvam karyam adau kriyate na tu param karyam. It is the reverse. We do say, for example, if there is say ramat cha, we apply jalam jashwante first, ramad cha, then we apply shtutva, ramad cha, then we apply chartva. If you look at the numbers, jastva is the earliest, it is 8239. Then shtutva is 8440. Then you have chartva, it is 8455. You apply the earlier sutra first, not the latter sutra, because there is no vipratishedha. You cannot have vipratishedha in the Tripadi. Okay. Amu ami ityadi na siddhet. Katham. Does somebody remember the prakriya of amu and ami deriving? Adas shabda se rupe. Okay. Adas au and adas jas. So can somebody tell me how to derive these? Adas au ityasti. Ada a au. Sakarasya sthane akaraha adeshaha. Tyadarinam aha. Vibhakto parataha tyadarinam. Tyad tad yad etad idam adas eka dvi. Iti ashtau tyadadayaha. So tesham antyasya akaraha adesha syat. Akaraha adeshaha alontyasya ityanena antyasya bhavati. Sakarasya sthane akaraha. Tataha ato gune ityanena pararupam prapnoti. Right? Ada a ityasti. Apadanta dakarat gune parataha pararupam eka adesha syat. Okay? Tathaiva adasosir dadudo maha iti sutramasti. Asehe adasaha asakarantasya. So when adas is not sakaranta, dat u dakarat parasya ukaraha daha maha dakarasya tu makaraha iti sutram. Remember, so the letter after dakara is replaced by ukara and dakara itself is replaced by makara. We call this mutvam, because it gives makara and also ukara. Ubhayam adeshatvena vidhiyate. Dakarasya sthane makara adeshaha. Dakarat parasya dat parasya utvam. Idani ubhayoh kim karaniyam iti prashnaha. Ada a ityasti. Ato gune ityanena pararupam karaniyam va. Adasoser dadudo maha ityanena ada ityasti. Dakarasya sthane makaraha akarasya sthane utam amu iti karaniyam va iti prashnaha. Siddhante kim shastram asiddham. Adasoser dadudo maha iti shastram asiddham. Ataha ato gune iti pararupameva bhavati. So it has to be Mutva Shastrasya Asiddhatva. Mutva Shastram Nama Arasoser Dadudo Maha iti Sutram. Ashtamadhyaye Dvitiya Pade asti. Tasya Asiddhatva Vipratishetha nasti. Pararupameva bhavati. So we apply Pararupa. So Ada Au iti bhavati. Vruddhirechi ityanena Vruddhau Adau iti bhavati. Tataha Adasoser Dadudo Maha. Now we apply Rasosaya Dhatu Domaha. So Dakara is converted to Makara. Au is Dirgha. So we replace it with Dirgha U. So it becomes Amu. Evameva Ami Ityatrapi Bhavati. Etayid Bahuvachana Ityanena Itvam Bhavati Tavadeva. So it is not, it is not Etayid. There's a sutra that is Itva instead of Utva. So we have Ami. So all of them, both these sutras, Rasosaya Dhatu Domaha, is in Tripadi. Okay, Shastra Siddhatte sati evam rupam sampadayitum shakyate. Yadi karya siddhatvam angikriyate. So what happens? Karya siddhatva pakshetu kim bhavati adas au ityasti. Ada a au jadani namaha ityanena akarah bhavati. Idanim atogune ityasti adasosaya dhatu domaha ityasti. Karya siddhatvam ityukte shastram siddham. So there is, the Shastra is visible, therefore there is Vipratishedha. Vipratishedhe paratvat kim bhavati mutta shastrameva pravartate. We should apply adasosaya dhatu domaha first. Right? So if we apply that, it will become amu a au. Right? Dakarasya makaraha tasmat parasya akarasya ukaraha amu a au iti bhavati. Idanim kim iti prashna. Now they say, those who endorse karya siddhata, they say asiddham. Karyam asiddham kila, arthat mutvam asiddham. Mutvasya asiddhatva. Since mutva is asiddha, the karya which is given by that sutra, that is Rasosaya Dhatu Domaha, is asiddha. So mutva, the adesha, makara and akara, ukara adeshas are asiddha. So atogune can still apply. It will treat as if the makara and ukara are not there. So it will still apply, is what they say. So Dikshita says that will not happen. Why? Idanim tu muttvasya asiddhatve api akara bhavat pararupam na sambhavati. He says atogune cannot apply now even if you treat mutva as asiddha. Why? Question. They use this nyaya. Okay, we see frequently in Vyakarana that we use some laukika nyayas, that is some rules which are derived from the loka. That is, normally in the world we have certain vyavahara, so the same thing will apply to the Shastras. So the nyaya which we use here is called Devadatta Hantru Hatan Nyayaha. Devadattaha iti kaschit purushaha saha kenachit hataha. He was killed by somebody. Okay. Tasmin hantari anyena hate. Now the person who killed Devadatta is killed by somebody else. Okay. So Devadatta is killed by X. So that X is killed by Y. Okay. Now, will Devadatta come back to life? His attacker or his murderer was killed. Can Devadatta come back to life? Devadatta hantru hata. Devadattasya hanta hataha. Devadattaha kenachid hataha tasmin hantari anyena hatepi. Devadattasya ujjivanam na sambhavati. Devadatta cannot come back to life. He is already dead. Right. So if Devadatta dies and the person who killed Devadatta is killed by somebody else, okay, hanta hataha, kintu devadattasya ujjivanam na sambhavati. The same thing if you are applying here, you had akara, ada ityatra akaraha asit, saha akaraha mutvena apahrataha, right? Because of mutva, we lost that akara. Now we are saying mutva is asiddha. That is equivalent to saying akara was killed by mutva. Killed as in the sense it was removed by mutva. Now we are saying mutvam asiddham, which means you are denying mutva or you are killing mutva. Can akara come back? So you use the same nyaya, Devadatta Hantra Hatan nyaya. Devadattasya hantari anyena hatepi, Devadattasya ujjivanam na sambhavati. Evameva. Akarasya hanta asti mutvam. Mutva was the one which destroyed akara. Idani mutvasya asiddhate uktepi. Now even if you say that mutva is asiddha, akarasya pratyagamanam na bhavati. You cannot bring back the akara. Right? You can say mutva is asiddha, but that does not translate to, that is not equivalent to saying akara is there. Akara is gone. You can just say mutva is not there. Mutvasya asiddham ityukte kim bhavati. What I mean to say is, so karya siddhatvena, so what does karya siddhatva mean? Tripadistham karyam ashritya pravantamanam karyantaram nivarayitum shakyeta. If you say mutva is asiddha, say for example now you have amu a au. Okay, ukara dakare pare amu ityatra ukara hasti akare pare iko enasi ityanena yen prapnoti. Mutvasya asiddhatvat yen na bhavati iti vaktum shakyate. You can say that there is no yen because mutva is asiddha. Mutva is not known. Okay, so that you can do. If there is a karya which has happened in Tripadi, so if there is another karya which can happen depending on it, you can prevent it from happening saying mutva is asiddha. But if there is a karya which depends on the previous state to be there, for example, here atogune depends on the akara being there, you cannot apply atogune because the akara will not come back. Even if you say the new karya is asiddha, the previous state is not restored. Okay, you can just say mutva bhavaha. Kintu mutva bhavaha akara rupaha na. Mutva bhava does not mean akara is there. Mutva bhava means mutva is not there. Okay. So if you want to do something based on mutva, you can prevent it saying mutvam asiddham. But if you want to do something depending on the earlier akara, you cannot do it. That is what Devadatta hantrihatanyayaha. Devadattasya hantarihate, Devadattasya ujjiyavanam na bhavati. Akarasya, ada ityatra akarasya mukarena apahrate. Mutvasya asiddhatvepi punaha akaratvam nasti, ataha atogune iti na pravartate. And you cannot derive amu. So next he takes up one karika which is given in the Kaumudi regarding the Bahya Prayatna. Okay, Abhyantara Prayatna Vishaye Samaptam. Bahya Prayatna Vishaye Khayam Yamah Khayah Kahpau Visarga Shara Evacha Ete Shvasanupradana Akhoshascha Vivrunnate Kantamanyete Ghoshasyuhu Samvrata Nadabhaginaha Ayugma Vargayamaga Yanascha Alpasavasmritaha. Karikadvayam. It explains the Bahya Prayatnas. Khayam Yamaha. Khai. Kapha, cha, tha, tha, cha, ta, ta, kapha. The first two letters of each varga. Khayam Yamaha. The yamas of those two letters. Khayaha. Kahpau. Which is Jihvamuliya and Upadhmaniya. Visargaha. Sharaha. Sha, sha, sa. So all these letters. Ete Shvasa Anupradanaha. Shvasanupradanaha. Aghoshaha. Vivrunnvate. They have the Bahya Prayatnas called Shvasa, Aghosha, Vivrunnvate. So, Manorama explains, Vivrunnvate Kantham. Vivrunnvate Kantham iti anvayaha. Vivrunnvate Kantham ityukte, Vivaraha esham prayatnaha. So, they have the Vivara, Shvasa and Aghosha Prayatna. Anyetu Ghoshasyuhu Samvrita Nadabhaginaha. Anye, the remaining, that is the last three letters of a varga, their yamas and the hash, haya, varala, all of them are ghosha, samvrita, nada. Okay, so that are the six nada prayatnas. Ayugma vargayamagaha yanascha alpasavasmritaha. And he says alpasavaha, alpapranaha. Okay, ayugmaha vargayamagaha, vargagaha yamagascha. So the ayugma, that is odd, as opposed to even. Yugma is even, ayugma is odd. So the odd letters of each varga, vargagaha, the odd letters of a varga, yamagaha, and their yamas, yanascha, yaralava, alpasavaha smritaha, they are all alpapranas. Okay, so he explains two minor points in these karikas. Vivrunnvate kanthamiti, vivaraha esham prayatnaha iti bhavaha, varga yamagaha, vargagaha yamagaha. So then again, another point, after some time, he explains the Kadayo Mavasanaha Sparshaha. So earlier, when explaining Abhyantara Prayatnas, he had said, Sprushtam Prayatanam Sparshanam, Isha Sprushtam Antasthanam, Vivrutam Ushmanam Swaranam cha. So atra Sparshaha Namake, Kadayaha Mavasanaha Sparshaha. From Ka to Ma, they are called Sparshas. Yaralavaha Antasthaha. Yaralav, these are the antastha letters. Shasha sahaha ushmanaha. Achaha swaraha. Ach. That is ayu, rulu, evo, ai-au. These are the swaras. Okay, so there he has a point to make. Kadayo mavasanaha. So how do you get this Kadayo mavasanaha? Loka prasiddha pathapeksham. So for the Varnamala, there are two things. There is the Matrika Patha, which is the famous one which everybody learns in the beginning. A, A, I, I, and then Kakha, Gakhanga, Chacha, Jajanya, etc. And then you have the Maheshwara Sutras. Okay. So this Kadayo Mavasanaha is dependent on the Loka Prasiddha Patha. That is the Matrika Patha, Kaka, Ganga, etc. That is all the Vargiya Vyanjanas are covered by Kadayo Mavasanaha. They are Sparshas. Chaturdasha Sutriyam Mavasanatva Yogas. Because in the Chaturdasha Sutri, Makara comes before Kakara. It cannot be Kadayaha Mavasanaha. After Ka. Ka, Pa, Cha, Tha, Tha, Cha, Ta, Ta, Ka, Pa, Sha, Sha, Sa. There are only 5 letters. And Makara does not come there. So, Kadayaha Mavasanaha does not apply to the Maheshwara Sutra. That is the Akshara Krama as given in the Maheshwara Sutra. But it depends on the Matrika Patha, which is given, the Loka Prasiddha Patha. Kaka, Kakanga, Chacha, Jajanya, etc. The 5 Vargas. So then, Ahka, Ahpa, iti, Kapabhyam Prak, Ardha Visarga Sadashau, Jihvamuliya, Upadhvaniya. Jihvamuliya and Upadhmaniya. The symbol which is given here is not accurate. I could not get that symbol in this. It should actually be written as a U and an invert U before the Kakara. Okay. So it is like Ardha Visarga. Visarga is a circle. You cut it to half. There are 2 arcs. So written one above the other. That is the symbol for Jihvamuliya and Upadhmaniya. So, Kapabhyam Prag Ardha Visarga Sadrishau. Sadrishyam Ucharane Lekhane cha Bodhyam. So, Ucharane, you pronounce it as Ka. Ramah Karoti. Ramah Pathati. So, it is not Ramah Pathati. It is Ardha Visarga. Ucharane Lekhane cha. Even in Lekhana, you cut a Visarga into half and write it. So, Ucharane Lekhane cha Sadrishyam. Ardha Visarga Sadrishau means Sadrishyam Ucharane Lekhane cha Bodhyam. Jihvamuliya Upadhmaniya. Aha iti Achahparau Anuswara Visargau. That we already know. After the Ach, we have Anuswara and the Visarga. Agrimam Vartikamasti Rilu Varnayohu Mithas Savarnyam Vachyam. Vartikakarena Uchate. Rikara Likarayohu Savarnyam Na Sambhavati Tulyasya Pretnam Savarnam iti Sutrena. Right? Because why are Rikara and Likara not Savarnas at each other? By Tulyasa Pretnam Savarnam. Rikarasya Sthanam Murdha. Likarasya tu Dantaha. Sthana Bedha Savarnyam Nasti. Atayava Vartikakarena Uchyate Riluvarnayohu Mithas Savarnyam Vachyam. Tatra Vishishya Kimapi Nasti. Riluvarnayohu iti Katham. How do you get this word Riluvarnayohu? It is what it says. Acha Acha Ralau. Taucha Tau Varnaucha iti Vigraha. Acha Acha Ralau. What does it mean? A is the Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana of the Pratipadika. R ityasya Pratipadikasya Prathama Vibhakto Ekavachane A iti bhavati. Yatha Pitri Shabdasya Pita. Pitru iti Rikarantam Pratipadikam Prathama Ekavachane Pita iti bhavati. Evam R iti adi Pratipadikam Tarhi A iti bhavati. Evameva L iti adi Pratipadikam Tasya Prathama Ekavachane api A ityeva bhavati. Yatha Gaml iti asti Tasya Gama iti bhavati. Okay. So, Gamla iti Likaranta Shabdaha, Tasya Ekavachane Gama. So, does somebody remember the derivation of Rikarantas? How do you get this A? R ityasmat supratyaha kriyate. Kim bhavati? How do you derive Pita or Dhata? R, S ityasti An Rudushanas Puradam to Nehasamcha ityanena Anang iti adeshaha bhavati. अत्र तु ऋकारस्य स्थाने भवति. यदि पितृ इत्यस्ति पितन् इति भवति अथवा धातृ इत्यस्ति चेत् धातन् इति भवति. सो अन् स प्रदूषणस्फुरदं तो नेहसां च इत्यनेन अन् अनङादेशः. ततः सर्वनामस्थाने च असम्बुद्धौ इत्यनेन उपधायाः दीर्घः आन् स. पितृशब्देपि एवमेव. So if it is dhatra or something else, we have aptrantrit Ashwasik Sutra. So either way there is upadha dirgha an s. Halyabhyo dirgha chutisya praktam hal ityanena supratyasya lopah. Nalopah pradipadikantasya ityanena nakarasya api lopah a iti rupam. A iti r shabdasya prathamaikavachane rupam. Evam l shabdasya api. Because of the same vartika. Saying rilu varnayoh savarnyam vachyam. So rit ushanas rit ridantanam anak bhavati ityukte likarantanam api bhavati. So the same thing, instead of r you have l, it is again replaced by an. Then you have an, s, an and a. So acha acha, which means rikaraha cha likaraha cha. So acha acha. So ralau. How do you have ralau? The samasa, if you do r and l, the pratipadika will now be r l. Okay. R l ityasmi tasmat au pratyaya kriyate, because it is dvivachana, you have au. R l au. Idanim mritoni sarvanamasthanayoho ityanena gunaha. Okay, so there is guna for the final letter. Okay, so if it is pitru, it becomes pitu ar. Rikarasya gune ar bhavati. Likarasya gune urandraparaha ityanena al bhavati. Right, r al au. Rikarasya akare pare adgunaha ityanena gune ral au ralau. So r l au ityasya ralau. That is why he says acha acha ralau. Okay, so r l iti pratipadikam. Tau cha tau varnau cha. R l ralau cha tau varnau cha. So you have r l varnau tayoho r l varnayoho. So that is the derivation for r l varnayoho. One derivation. So ralau ityasti. Ralau cha tau varnau r l varnau tayoho r l varnayoho. Karmadharaya samasa. r l varnayor mithastavarnyam vacyam ityatra. Athava there is another vigraha you can take. Ushcha ulcha ruloho tayoho varnayoho itiva. So you can either do a samasa with prathamanta or with shashtyanta. So the siddhanta is prathamantena parinisthita vibhaktya va vigraha iti siddhanta. Siddhante pakshadvayam api angikriyate. Sarvatra prathama vibhaktaveva vigraha iti ekaha pakshaha. Tattat vibhaktya vigraha iti aparah pakshaha. For example, if you have something like Neela Kamalasya, should we split it as Neelam cha tat Kamalam cha tasya? So you do in Prathama and then you add on the Shashti Vibhakti. Or you can say Neelasya Kamalasya. You can directly do the Vigraha in Shashti. So both Pakshas are there. So you can here also you can either do it in Prathama. Acha acha ralau. Ralau cha tau varnau. Rulu varnau. Tayoho. Rulu varnayoho. So if you are doing Vigraha in Prathamanta, it will be like that. Or you can directly do it in Shashti. That is, you have used the Shashti for both. Ushcha ulcha ruloho. So uhu and ul. So this is the Shashti vibhakti of r and l. R iti pratipadikasya shastheka vachane uhu iti bhavati. Yatha pitru ityasya pituhu. Tatha r ityasya uhu. एवं ल इत्यस्य षष्ठेकवचने उल् इति भवति. गमल शब्दस्य गमुल इति यथा भवति तथा अस्य उल् इति भवति. कथम? You have r and as nas pratyaya tasya as iti. Rita ut ityarena ukaraha adeshah bhavati. So r is replaced by u. Urandraparaha ityanena rephah paraha bhavati. Ur s iti bhavati. Anantaram ratsasya ityanena sakarasya lope ur इत्यस्ति. खरवसानयोर विसर्जनीयः इत्यनेन विसर्गे उहु. पितृ इत्यस्य यथा पितुः तथा र इत्यस्य उहु. उहु इति र शब्दस्य षष्ठी एकवचनम्. एवमेव लकारस्य किं भवति? ल अस् इति स्थिते ऋतौत् इति भवति. ऋतौत् will apply, but by urandaparaha it will be lakarapara. Okay, always you know this even in tavalkaraha, tavalkaraha. So tavarkaraha ityukte tavarkaraha iti bhavati. Tavalkaraha ityukte tavalkaraha. This is where we use the ra pratyahara. Yad ra pratyaharena rephaha lakarasya grihyate. यदि ऋकारस्य स्थाने आदेशः तर्हि रेफपरः भवति. यदि लिकारस्य स्थाने आदेशः तर्हि लपरः. अतः उल् स् इति भवति. इदानीं संयोगान्तस्य लोपः इत्यनेन सकारस्य लोपः उल् इति ल शब्दस्य षष्ठी विभक्तौ एकवचनम्. तथैव उश्च उल् च. उषु नाम ऋकारस्य तथा उल् नाम लिकारस्य च ऋलोः तयोः वर्णयोः ऋल वर्णयोः प्रथमान्तेन परिनिष्ठित विभक्त्या वा विग्रहः इति सिद्धान्तात्. Okay. Now in ऋल, why do you not have the sandhi? Likara is ach, ऋ is also ach. इको एणसि इत्यनेन एणादेशः किमर्थं न क्रियते इति प्रश्नः. ऋत्यकः इति प्रकृतिभावः. He says there is a optional prakriti bhava. Riti pare akah pragvat. Ak letters are followed by rikara. or Savarnya Likara will be Prakritya. There is no Sandhi. That is why we have Ru, Lu separate. If there is a Sandhi, what would happen? Yadi Sandhi, tarhi kim bhavati? If there is a Sandhi, what will happen? What will be the Rupa? Or what is the Sutra which will apply? Ru plus Lu. Can you do a Sandhi? Ikoinachi. I said that. But is that correct? Or is there any other Sutra that can apply? Ru and Lu are Savarnas of each other. Savarna Dirghaha. Akas Savarne Dirghaha ityanena. Rikarasya Likare vare Dirghaha Rikaraha Adesha bhavati. Ru Varnayoho it is Syat. Akas Savarne Dirghaha. There is one more option. There is a Vartika under Akas Savarne Dirghaha. Liti Savarne Luva. So if followed by a Likara, Savarna Likara, there is a L as the Adesha. Lakara which has Likara as the Matra. Okay. So either of them can apply if there is Sandhi, because this Prakriti Bhava is Pakshika, optional. So Prakriti Bhava se abhave Akas Savarne Dirghaha iti va Liti Savarne Luva iti va bhavitum arhati. Kintu atra Prakriti Bhava. For clarity, because if it says Ru Varnayoho, it is not clear Kayoho iti. So for clarity, it is Prakriti Bhava. If there were not Prakriti Bhava, there could have been either of them.